Hey guys, Skinny here, and today I'm going to be showing off the brand new killer in the PTB. Before I get started, I want to once again mention that I have started a Discord. There's a link to that in the description. I've been told that the link's not working. If it's not, just copy it and paste it into the actual Discord like join screen. I've heard that works, and I'll try and get it fixed for future. I also want to say that I am going to do a breakdown of the new killer's perks and power in this opening bit, so if you don't want to see that and you're just interested in gameplay, you can skip through to the chapter below, the gameplay section, and just go straight to gameplay. But with that out of the way, let's get straight into this new killer's power and his perks. And before I get started on that, I do want to mention I am absolutely in love with this killer's design. I think he's great. I'm so happy with this killer. Right, so we'll start with his power. His power is called Showstopper. You've got to think of him kind of like Huntress, a slightly more easy to play Huntress. Instead of having 5 hatchets, you have 60 blades. And what you do is you can hold the power button down to enter a throw state, much like Huntress, and then either you tap the attack button. So instead of like Huntress where you hold it down and then let go and she throws, this one you hold it down, either you tap the attack button and he throws 1 knife, or you hold it down and he, like a Gatling gun, throws like loads of knives back to back to back to back to back. When you throw multiple knives, you move slower, and it apparently increases control. I don't know if that refers to either you have like a recoil where your aim slowly floats upward, or if it means they're more accurate. I don't know. Like I said, I'm making this intro before I've actually tried playing him. So different to Huntress is he reloads his knives at lockers like Huntress. But different to Huntress is instead of hitting them with a knife and it doing 1 health state, you actually have this laceration meter. And what that is you hit multiple knives on the same survivor. In total, I think it's 8, but you might be able to change that with add-ons. And it deals a health state. So you hit 8 knives and it deals a health state. So the idea is to follow behind the survivor and like Gatling gun your knives and just fire a bunch of them at them. Or at least in theory, that's what I think. He also has another ability called Main Event. What that is when you hit a survivor with a knife, it starts filling a meter. And eventually, when that meter is full, you can press the ability button to enter the Main Event mode. And what that does is it gives you infinite knives, so you no longer have 60, you have as many as you can throw before the time limit ends. And you can absolutely spam them, and you won't slow down like you do normally. You move at normal movement speed. He's a 110 killer with the same height as like Legion. He's like average size but 110 speed. Really, really cool. So that's his power out of the way. It's pretty simple. Literally just throw knives at people. That's basically what he does. Oh, and he does this, by the way. Breaks the 4th wall and winks at the camera. His perks are just as insane as his power. The first is called No Way Out. What that does is every time you hook a survivor, you gain a token, a unique survivor, much like barbecue. So the first time you hook Feng, Meg, Dwight, and Ace, say that's the survivors in your lobby. The first time you hook each of them brand new, you'll gain a token. And then when the last gen is done, for every token you've got, the entity will block the exit gate power switches for 10 seconds for every token. So if you've got 4 tokens, that's 40 seconds that the gates are blocked. Both of them. That's insane, because during that time, all gens are done. There is literally nothing for the survivors to do. They're trapped in the match with you for at least 40 seconds. This paired with something like Remember Me or Noed is going to be brutal. That's like a whole minute added onto the game. Minute 10, I think. That's insane. His next perk is Starstruck. What Starstruck is whenever you're carrying a survivor, any survivor within your terror radius becomes a 1-hit. They get the exposed stats effect for 30 seconds. This isn't just when you're carrying them. This is if they're in your terror radius when you pick someone up, they become exposed for 30 seconds. So if you hook that survivor or you put that survivor down, that 30-second timer stays 30 seconds. It starts ticking down like then. But the thing with Starstruck is it goes on cooldown for 90 seconds once you're no longer carrying the survivor. So the cooldown timer, if I'm reading that correctly, doesn't start until you either drop the survivor or put them on the hook. But still, that's insane. That like hard counters people body blocking and like trying to use shit like Breakout. That's mental. And the last perk he's got, very similar to Blight's perk actually, is Hex Crowd Control. What this does is, whenever a survivor fast vaults a window, that window is blocked for 14 seconds. And this is any window, there's no range to it, it's just any window map-wide, and multiple windows can be blocked at one time. So it's kind of like an upgraded Bamboozle, where instead of the killer vaulting through a window and anytime they vault a new one it resets, this one is based on the survivors, and they could vault like 2 windows back to back and things. So it's like a TL wall, which is like two window tiles opposite each other. If they vault both those windows, both blocked for 14 seconds. It's really, really cool. I imagine this would be quite good with something like Blood Favor, you know, on sort of a lockdown build. But again, I haven't yet experimented yet. I haven't played him. So why don't I get to that? I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, and I'll move on to the gameplay now. And thank you for watching. Ah, fucking hell. But yeah, like, the problem is with this guy, in my opinion, is the fact he's 110. Because all of the killers like that are 110 can make away with the fact that they're slower because they have the tall height. They're the tallest height in the game. But this guy is the same height as Legion. Like, boxes like this are a problem. How are you going to aim over that when you're also 110? It's just difficult. I think the only other killer who's 110 and average is Spirit, and she isn't a ranged killer, so that's her excuse. I'm surprised I hit that. Hi, Felix. I'd rather just M1 him at this point, to be honest. Why would I range attack there? That fucking cooldown animation. I'm not going to chase you. You're going to be one of those fucking survivors that's begging for my attention all match. This chase music is insane. I absolutely love it. Did he dead out at me? Fuck that cooldown animation. That's amazing. Nia, I wouldn't advise doing that if I were you. Time to show off this perk. I think is this one. No, showstop is his power. This is star, whatever. Star struck or whatever. She'll see she's exposed now, the Nia. If I can get her to M1 range within the next 30 seconds, I get her down. I'm not even going to try and use my power on her, because I can just get an insta down. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh. Hit her with one. I'm still trying to test the difference between whether it's better to do these close range or from miles away. Oh, that was good. Locking them into one. You don't want to spam too much because you slow yourself down. Okay. I've heard Shaq's a nightmare for him. You want to try and keep your knife combo up. There, she's next hit injures her. That's an injury. Ooh, I hit 3 there. I'm not going to be able to get her with this because I've only got 1 knife left and it takes 8 to do the injury. Nia just appears. I'm going to have to reload. This animation, man. I can't tell if it's my footsteps or... Yeah, so her bar just disappeared. Oh, I've got my power. Fuck it. Main event time. Ah, it's bugged. Well, that was a shit use of that. He's going to use this rock. Wasted a coup de grace there, but that's fine. Nia, don't do it. In fact, do it. Because I can M1 her, and I have a coup de grace stack, so I can extend my range. Does he hit it with his bat? Yes, he does. I'm gonna reload. I'm only down like 20 knives, but I'm gonna reload anyway. I'm faring better this match than I did my first. I'm actually getting a chance to play the killer this match. Oh, let's go, boys. This fucking killer, man. Oh, that fucking PNG. Fucking hell, that's how you do it. You just shotgun, you just Gatling gun the knives at them. At places, and you want to group survivors up. I think Discordance could be really good on this dude, because you can, like, pelt survivors from miles away. And you don't really need to be that accurate with him. I wonder if you can throw through them. Main event. Ah, so main event ticks down. You like have to use it within time. You can't just hold on to it. Look, now it's gone. So you have to use it within a certain time. She's just going to spam loop this. Ah, fuck it. See, the problem is he's 110, so he does have his flaws. This Nia is absolutely trailing people. Ten knives left. Boom! So anyone within my terror radius now will be insta-downable. I'm trying to play the fact Nia's desperate for flashlight saves. And get use out of this perk with her. There's a guy running off to the left. Smart. That vault animation, what is it? She's just kept running. So yeah, her thing's probably going to fade in a while if I don't keep the chain up. So it's reliant on combos. It's very similar to Blight's bounces. It relies on combos. I had to use a coup de grace out there. Nia. I got 2. Why would I fall for a CJ tech? Okay. It doesn't reset if you hit them, which is going to be insane. So you can like M1 midway through a chain and you still keep it. I love the way he giggles all the time. This dude's literally just like the fucking Joker. It's amazing. So Nia's bar's gone now. She has to get 8 hits again now to take an injury. Oh, this is where this killer's gonna shine. Oh, yes, boys. You can't pick people up when you're in main event, but fuck me, that's brutal. And then he's like a Legion fatigue. Oh, that main event in the basement is evil. Oh, DS gets its change this PTB as well. But she'll have it up no matter what because there's not like any gens or healing she's done or anything. Assuming she has it, but since she's the new survivor, I'm gonna guess she hasn't got it yet. That's fucking insane. That if you have that main event thing up and someone's rescuing from the basement, they're never getting out. That's brutal. The only problem I have with main event is it says you have unlimited blades, but it does actually take from your pool of blades. So if you've got 60 up at the time and you proc main event, yeah, you won't run out if you reach 0, but you will still reach 0. That's a fault, I think. I think you're supposed to not have that happen. The way I've seen so far is do that. Nice BT. However, this thing doesn't proc BT. Bid. Using your knives doesn't proc BT, so that's a good counter. I got ambitious with my coup de grace swings. That's because I never use coup de grace. I'm gonna reload some of my lock. Did he just go na 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 na? If he just did that, that's the coolest thing ever. If he literally just went na 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 na, I think I've... Oh, this killer, man. She trying to search the chest. I heard someone searching the chest, you know. At least I thought I did. I hit that. I genuinely hit that person over there. Oh, the range on these things is quite nice. There's no need to reload here, I'm just doing it for the sake of it. And because I love the animation. Yeah, David's killed himself. So you slow down aiming. Yeah, so you do move slower while aimed, so it's not a good idea to just walk around aiming. That I didn't realise from the previous game. The first game I played, I spent a lot of the time just aiming. I didn't realise it slowed you down while you're actually aiming. That, like, honestly... Yeah, so you shouldn't walk around aiming while sorry, I'm getting lost inside reading chat. You shouldn't walk around aiming because you do actually go slower while aiming, and spamming the knives slows you down even further. So you don't want to walk around aiming or spamming. But it's definitely good at, like, windows and spots where you know they're going to be running straight lines, animation locked. And I think a really good idea is them getting injured from the knife throws does give them the injured speed boost, like a Huntress hit. But I think a really good idea would be to go behind a healthy survivor and get to a point where they can't really dodge that hard, get right on their back and, like, spam 8 knives to get a free injure. And then when they run away... Oh, no. Spam 7 knives into them so that they go red. Then hit them with an M1 so they run away, and then throw the last knife into them, and that should down them. I think that would be a good move. I don't know, I'll test that in the next match. Ooh. This bug, man. I swear the time limit on that bug, like the time that bug lasts for, is getting longer and longer with every time I try to load it in a new match. I barely see that person. I get it that it's a bat with neon lights in, but why the fuck does it sound like a lightsaber? Wow. Didn't need to use, didn't really have any opportunities to use my attack there, my power. Oh, they've got that. I was expecting at least one of them to come this way. The game keeps freezing every time people do actions like that. It's really annoying me. But FPS issues are a thing on the PTB right now. She's one hit from down, from injured even. Bad idea doing that, lass. She's not looping it. That giggle. My god. These score events, by the way, I love that one of them's called The Show Must Go On. This fucking killer. The giggling. Oh, I love him. He's literally K-pop Joker. I couldn't be happier right now. Well, I could be. They've fixed Blight's height and his collisions, apparently. That makes me happy. I haven't played Blight this PTB yet, though, because I'm still loving this new killer. Oh my god, this killer. I'm getting the feel for him now. I'm getting the hang of it. Like, in my first match, I did horribly. I didn't get much done. Because I really didn't know what I was doing with him yet. Oh, they've just hopped back on that. Oh, bad idea. Bad move, Meg. She wants the pallet. One more. 8 knives. Oh, if I had Showstopper right now. Not Showstopper, Starstruck. They've done that gen. They've got 1 gen left, but I've got 3 tokens for No Way Out. So if they get the gens, there's what, 9 seconds for each, so that's 21 seconds so far added to so that the exit gates will be blocked for. That's just free time for me to do whatever I want. They're not going to be on that gen either, they're going to be over here. Almost didn't see her there. Oh! He's constant laughing and giggling, it's so good. The way he goes na 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 as well. Oh my god, I couldn't be happier. They literally just decided they wanted the Joker as a killer though, let's be honest. This is just the Joker as a killer. They needed a new idea for a killer. They went, what about if we just add the Joker? It's like Huntress on another level. Like, you don't want to drop pallets against him because he just wings about 4 knives at you. You can get off at least 3 or 4 knives from 1 pallet drop. I'm not going to kick that now. I will get oppression off though. So Adam's not really bothered there because he didn't get hit, he just got knifed a couple times. I didn't get to follow it up, so he's not really phased. It'll go away in a few seconds. They need to tweak the status HUD for like how his power tells you that it's working, because there's not really much indication to tell how many times you've hit someone other than on the last hit when it goes red. I probably could have hit her there. I hit her as well. I'm gonna stop going for her. I wonder if you can cross map. Nah, the drop off, they seem to go very straight. Like, there doesn't seem to be much cross map capability. Oh, this is the worst time for me to get this for them. She really just didn't care and committed that. If I'd been a bit better with my aim, that would have been amazing. Like, that would have been a perfect time to have things. So the gates really aren't blocked for that long because I've only got 3 stacks and it's only level 2, which is 9 seconds. with how far the gates are from the last gen, by the time the gates get unblocked, they'll have found them. By the time they find the gates will be unblocked. But still, I think I'm getting the hang of this killer now. However, the fact that the gates have been blocked means that if they did beat me to them, at least I've bought myself time. One more for night, Adam. You can't pick people up when you're using this mode. But I used it just in case they were on the gate. You kind of have to find the right balance between mixing up your spam knives and your, like, single tap knives. Sometimes it can be better to just, like, get a cheeky quick knife in as they turn a corner, because that won't slow you down, than it is, like, spamming about 9 and, like, missing them all but hitting 2. Yeah, they've went over to that one. This killer, though, like, body blocking against him is irrelevant because he'll just hit all of you. Like... There's no iframes like Plague's attack, so if you hit them and they get their speed boost, you can keep chaining it. Ho ho ho! Nah, you ain't getting anywhere. Yeah, so you can, like, hitting them with the range attack speeds up the... does give them the injured speed boost, but you can keep hitting them whilst they're thing. They don't have iframes, so you can just stack it. They left her as well. They completely abandoned her. Oh my god, this killer.